My husband wanted to have his cake and eat me too by forcing me into an open marriage, but it backfired on him because I'm getting way more action. Posted by u/thrower437893. My husband, Leo, 34M, and I, 30F, have been together for 7 years, married for 4 of them. We don't have any kids and don't intend to. 2 years ago, Leo shocked me by asking for an open marriage. I was devastated at the time. I couldn't understand why he didn't just want me. I couldn't even comprehend the idea of sharing him. He gave me the same explanation a lot of men give their spouses. He swore up and down that he loved me, that I just wasn't fulfilling his needs, that he needed more than what I could give, that it was just to spice up our life, that it was just no strings attached fun, etc. I did ask if there was someone else, and he said no. To this day, I'm still not sure if I believe him. But at the time, I was angry and hurt and said no. He pestered me to change my mind for a week before giving me an ultimatum: open marriage or divorce. I chose the open marriage. I just couldn't bear the thought of him leaving me at the time. We have rules: we can't bring any partners home, we have to get tested every 3 months, 1 weekend out of the month must be left free for us time, and any money we spend on / with our partners must come from our personal accounts. I didn't partake in the open marriage myself for the first 3 months, but Leo obviously did right away. He seemed to be gone or out late almost all the time, but he always acted so happy and loving towards me while I felt like I was spiraling into depression. It hurt me so much to think he was sleeping with other women, and I felt lonely, unattractive, and not good enough. I told my sister, Katie, 26F, and a few close friends everything. Katie told me to just play his game and be part of the open marriage too. If he can sleep around, so could I. I honestly didn't have much confidence in myself at the time. I'm a bit overweight and I've never considered myself conventionally pretty. I was afraid this would just humiliate me further. Katie and my best friend, Jessie, 30F, set up my online dating profiles for me. I got so many matches that it was overwhelming. When I told Leo, he was surprised but told me to do whatever I thought was best. Jessie helped me choose my first date, and I actually had a great time. He didn't pressure me to smash and took me out for drinks and dinner. We did eventually smash, but it was all just casual, and we didn't see each other after a couple of months of casual dating. That first guy really made me feel more confident in myself. So I kept going on dates with men. A lot of them wanted to treat me, so I didn't have to spend much of my own money. Not only that, but some of the men have given me the best smash I've ever had in my life. Almost like the kind of smash you read about in romance novels. It's been amazing. I am currently seeing 2 different men alongside Leo. One, Mark, 38M, is more of a steady boyfriend I've been with for about 6 months, and the other, Stephen, 25M, is very casual, mostly just hanging out in a friends with benefits situation. They know about my open marriage and other relationships and are fine with it. My husband has not been so lucky. In the beginning, he definitely was. He was always out and about and didn't seem to care even when I started dating too. But now, he just complains a lot and hasn't been going out much. He whines about how he's usually the one spending money. A lot of the women he tries to be with want an emotional connection before smashing. He often wants to be with younger women, but they want younger men. He's also been upset that I go out with random guys so often while he's at home alone all the time. He hasn't asked to close the marriage yet, but I feel like he will soon. He keeps saying he misses us and wants to spend more time together. He has tried to initiate bedroom intimacy a lot more too. He wants to go on dates and vacations more and more, and he gets upset when I tell him I can't because I've already scheduled to do stuff with my partners, mostly Mark. Honestly, I don't think I love Leo anymore. I care about him, but I just don't love him. I'm not saying I love Mark or Steven, but I honestly feel closer to Mark nowadays than I do to Leo. Mark makes me feel comfortable and safe, and I love spending time with him more than with my own husband. Steven is funny, sweet, and really good in bed. Katie and Jessie have been wanting me to divorce Leo for a year now, but I was afraid of hurting him and thought I still loved him. But I think my love for him evaporated when he asked for this open marriage in the first place. Seeing him get all upset about it now, just because he's not benefiting from it, is also a turn-off for me. But I don't know if divorce is the best option. I still care about him and I still don't want to hurt him. Maybe if he finally asks to close the marriage, we can talk about it then. Update 1. Hi everyone. I received so many comments and messages on my last post that I was a bit overwhelmed. Especially since many of you kept saying the same thing: divorce him ASAP. The thing is, I think a part of me does still love my husband. I know in my last post that I didn't think I loved him anymore, but I can't just forget about the things that I do love. I love when he sings in the shower, I love when he laughs so hard that he snorts, I love when he kisses my forehead after I've had a bad day, I love when he holds my hand when we watch TV together. Leo has done a lot of crappy things, but he really isn't the big jerk people think. Maybe that was my fault. But even if I do still love him, I'm not in love with him anymore. I don't think I have been for a while. I care about him, a part of me does still love him, but you all were right, I should have just divorced him when he gave me that ultimatum in the first place. This past Saturday, we had the big talk. I initiated it, but he didn't seem too surprised. I just told him that I noticed he didn't seem to like me going out with Mark or Steven and asked if there was a problem. He said there was, but he didn't ask me to close the marriage. He just asked me if I still loved him. I said something like, not like I used to. He broke down crying, which made me cry. I guess he had known for a while that I wasn't in love anymore, but he had hoped he could win me back if he funneled all of his energy into me. I was honest and told him that during those first 3 months of our open marriage, I think my love for him dried up, and I just couldn't get it back. I did tell him that I still cared about him and that I did love him, but it's not the same as it was. He asked if I loved Mark or Steven, and I said no. I like being with them and care about them a lot, but I can't say I'm in love with either of them. I also finally asked him why he wanted the open marriage in the first place. Many of you in the comments said he already had someone lined up, and you were right. He had someone at work he was interested in, and she wanted him too. The open marriage was just to get permission. He honestly never expected me to also get my own partners because of how unconfident I was, but he didn't want to stop me either because he thought nothing would come of it. He didn't really like me seeing other men, but he knew it wouldn't have been fair to tell me no when I gave him permission first. I guess Mark and Steven made him insecure because I was spending so much time with them on a regular basis. The open marriage was just smashing on the side for him. He only did hookups, and they never lasted long. He genuinely always just loved only me. But he thought I was falling in love with my partners, and he was losing me and wanted to win me back. We cried a lot and talked a lot. We've decided to get a divorce. Since the house is in his name, I'm going to move out and live with Katie for a while. He told me I didn't have to and could stay until the divorce was finalized, but I just can't. It's too hard to even look at him sometimes. I don't know how I feel, to be honest. I thought I would be relieved or sad, but I'm just tired. I wish I could have been like you all wanted me to be, clapping back, being sarcastic and snarky, or rubbing it in his face, but I don't feel like I've won anything. I just feel lost.